potential drama we have in store. You've seen this script before. Top 10 team goes into a cauldron of emotion on the road and just hopes to be able to get out and tell about it. It's the Notre Dame Fighting Irish and the Georgia Bulldogs. Reese Davis, David Pollock, Jesse Palmer with you. Holly Rose down on the sidelines. We check in with her now.
Anytime you step between the hedges at Sanford Stadium, you know you are on hallowed ground in college football. This is one of the best places you'll ever watch a college football game. The red and the black, the dogs, even the Uggas are buried in the stadium. This is one of the most iconic spots in all of college football. Back to you.
Appreciate that, Holly. Notre Dame lining up to kick off and get this one started. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Wide receiver going in motion. Out of the chute, quick toss to the right. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. Looking for a productive play on first down. Quarterback making adjustments. Here's a give to Frazier. Could be an alley. They're working their way toward midfield. He's out of bounds at the 46.
You know what I really like about games like this at this point in the season? You find out who you are. You find out whether you're going to stay in the race.
And who can step up and handle the challenge, right? This is easily one of the toughest games to date for both of these programs coming into this one. So there's a lot of eyeballs, David, on this game to find out who's...
There he goes! Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37.
And already this guy is leaving his mark on this game. Opening drive, back-to-back runs where he's found a way to get positive yards. He was able to pick up the first on that last carry. They should keep feeding him the football. The more success they have, it's going to open up the play-action game.
The Dogs will have it 1st and 10. They'll move the wide receiver. Back to throw, it's Stockton. Escapes the pressure going right. A strike downfield. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands. So they'll decline the penalty. Pleased with the results of that last play. The offense comes back out with a new set of downs after the penalty. Handoff for Frazier. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10. Let's take a little step back and have a look at Georgia. By the end of the day, one of these two teams will control their conference destiny the rest of the way. Potential bye in the college football playoff on the line. This game critical at this point in the season for both teams.
And so much talent in this game, too. Outstanding coaching staffs, NFL talent on both teams going into this one. David, this might be a rematch in the conference championship game. We might get to see this matchup again.
Yeah, and it's so nice to have two teams playing so well at the top of their conference. You know this game matters. There's no sleepwalking into this game. You see the numbers at the top of the conference. It's you and it's them. Who's going to come out today?
Facing 3rd and long from the 21 and hoping not to settle for a field goal. Quarterback may change this route. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Deep shot for the end zone.
Now, a 4th down.
And on 4th down, here comes the field goal unit. This try will come from the left hash, and he'll try to curl it in from 38. Field goal is good. And the first points of the day come on that field goal.
And this guy has been a machine all season long. He is absolutely automatic. You know you're getting 3 points when this guy jogs on the field.
And he takes this from inside the 5. And a really nice job by the kick team to get down there and make sure they limit that return. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going, handing the ball off.
Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Here's Carr to throw. Unloads to the wideout. Catch in the middle. It's Porter. A little more space. Open up that playbook even more as they pick up the first down out to the 30.
Nice catch there. You know, I think back to great Golden Domer wide receivers and Tim Brown, who won a Heisman, Rocket Ismail, obviously. How about Jeff Samardzija? There's a name you don't hear very much anymore, but he was awesome for Brady Quinn back in the day. And all those guys had the ability to win one-on-one. Their quarterbacks knew that if they had that matchup outside, they were going to take it. And I think this quarterback feels the same way about that guy. He is just so dynamic outside.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. To the air, it's Carr. That one never had a chance. Incomplete.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affecting the football game.
It'll take some work to get to the sticks. It's 3rd and long from the 30. C.J. Carr firing again. It's complete on the right side. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down.
And defensively on 3rd down, man, that is absolutely your goal. You want to play top down, play back. If they want to dump the ball off to the running back, so be it. But you got to tackle them, and you got to get them to the ground. And that's exactly what this defense does, and they force the 4th down.
So on their first drive of the game, they're going to roll the dice a little bit and go for it on 4th down in their own territory. The Fighting Irish call their first timeout. After using an early one, 2 left for them to spend. A couple of yards shy of the first down marker, but they've decided this is 4 down territory. The offense still on the field. Going for the marker on the ground. Maybe a crease. Past the 30. The 10. He is in. Touchdown, Notre Dame.
And that is exactly what they wanted to see. They talked about bolstering their speed at the running back spot. They said this guy could do it. And you get a good glimpse of it early in this football game. Palmer, there's one thing to talk about speed. It's another thing to talk about speed. And that guy takes off. erases some angles and makes the big play early.
It's so true, David. There's so many really good running backs in the country that can make people miss, but when we see them get into the second level, they always get caught. This guy is a little bit different. And now if you're on defense, that's a big alert. You know, hey, if we don't tackle him, if linebackers miss him, if safeties miss him, and this guy gets in the second level, he is taking it to the house. There's a lot of pressure now on this defense to tackle.
Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Off the play fake on first down. Turns it loose. He's got it along the sideline. It's a seam wide open. 10. Touchdown, Dogs. This crowd absolutely loving it as he rolled into the end zone.
That's just such a great way to answer. Your defense just gives up a touchdown, no problem. Offense come out, see what the defense is in. The passing game makes the big play down the field and the immediate answer to get the momentum back in this football game.
Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. On the run, it's Young. Picks up a useful 5-yard chunk out to the 30-yard line.
It's going to be important this offensive line is able to get a little bit of push. Just got to give this guy an inch, a little crease, and he can make yards for you.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. They'll try it over the left side. Breaks the tackle. Pushes ahead for a couple. They'll mark it at the 33.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
This dog crowd is off the leash, and they are coming after them, bringing noise on third down. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down.
Well, after giving up that touchdown on the opening drive, they had a little bit of a come to Jesus with their defensive coordinator on the sideline. I don't know what he said, but he, I think, just invoked the fear of God into this defense because this 3 and out has been sensational, dominant.
Wait just a minute, guys. The offense looks as if they're going for it in their own end. Fourth down, Carr. He's brought down, but not before he picks up the first down on a gutsy call to keep this drive alive.
And they're showing you their intentions early in the game. It's 4th down, you're in your own end. We're going to be aggressive, and we're not just going to do this early. We're going to do this all game long. Awesome execution on a critical down.
The run inside. It's Mobley. Got a little grass. The 30. Running inside the 20. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Fighting Irish.
This is a guy that put a lot of pressure on himself coming into this season. He felt like he was ready to have a breakout year. He knew he had all the tools in the toolbox to be able to get it done, and he's showing it. That's his 10th rushing touchdown on the season.
And with the extra point, they're up 14-10. This offense plenty happy enough with the result of that play, so they just let the official put that flag back in his pocket and decline the penalty. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Doing there, he gets it to the 26, a gain of 1.
Run game is good, balance is good. Now listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more, but sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Quarterback making checks. Back to pass, it's Stockton. Here's a hit. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
Well, the offensive line has got to give him at least a little bit of time to survey the field. He had no chance that time, getting hit almost immediately after he got the ball.
Somebody needs to make a play here. It's 3rd and long from the 26. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws to the wideout. Makes a connection. Guys, we've come to the end of the quarter, and Notre Dame has the lead as we get a look at the numbers so far. Lots of time left, and we're ready to get back to it and open the second period. So first down here as they go back to work. The give, running right, it's Frazier. And he's able to shed 1 tackle, but still, just a very short gain.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. He wants to change this route. Might as well stick with him. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Georgia comes quickly to the line. Back to pass, it's Stockton. Oh, he can't hang on. That one was nearly picked off. Instead, he'll force a 4th down.
Defense needed that stop badly. They gave up a touchdown. They gave up a field goal. Here they are in the 3rd possession. They've got to find a way to get off the field. So really nice job on a critical 3rd down, forcing an incompletion.
Georgia lining up to punt it away. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. Sends his first one of the day on the way, and we didn't see much of him in that victory last week, just called on 1 time. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. They've been firing on all cylinders, touchdowns on each of the first 2 drives, and they'll try to make it 3 for 3. The Bulldogs using their first timeout. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the first half. 3 tight ends in the formation on 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Walton. Plows through the defense. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be 2nd and just a few breaths away from the first down.
Really good surge that time by the offensive line. You saw all those bodies by the defense being pushed backwards. That opened up the crease for the ball carrier. He's able to get a really nice gain there, setting up 2nd and inches.
1 back in the backfield, and they'll give it to him. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down. That offensive line is putting those golden domes on the defense and starting to move the ball on the ground.
And we can go back so many years, and the coaches may change, but the brand of Notre Dame is what it is. They're going to be physical. They're going to run the football. That's who they are, and that's how they're built.
They'll line up right at the 48-yard line on 1st and 10. Here's C.J. Carr to throw. Fires to the wideout. Working that left side. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34.
This offense is clicking, and clearly everything is working. The offensive coordinator's calling good plays. The quarterback and his unit is executing. And this defense right now, they have no answers.
Dropping back, it's Carr. Rushes on him. He makes the catch. And he's knocked down immediately, but they're in the red zone at the 14. Notre Dame coming to the line with another first down. Looking to pass inside the red zone. Quick screen to the speedster out wide. Touchdown, Irish! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. Man, he didn't just put it on his numbers. If he were throwing it at a front porch, he would have put that right in the keyhole. What a precise pass.
Right in the keyhole, right on the button, right on the face mask, whatever it was. Great throw, great timing. Nice job by the quarterback.
Lining up to tack 1 more onto that lead. And with the extra point, it's a 21-10 game. They'll decline the penalty here, and the result of the play stands.
Number 35, set to kick this low.
From inside the 15, here comes the return. He's tackled, brought down right at the 25-yard line on the return. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Looking downfield on first down. Unloads to the wideout. On target to the left. Finally forced out of bounds. Maybe a step shy of midfield. They'll mark it at the 49. So it's not just a strong running game. The Dogs can be dangerous with those weapons up top.
And I think when you've seen Georgia really dominate in college football over the last several years, it's because they've been more aggressive, more willing to throw the football early downs, trust their quarterback, not just the ground game.
And they'll stop him after a minimal pickup. Georgia going up tempo.
Well, it feels like each and every year when you talk Georgia and their ability running the football, they are about as deep at that position in running back as anybody in college football. You look to last year, David, it felt like every game there was 5 or 6 guys. It was Nate Frazier and 4 other dudes all getting it done. They recruit so well at that position. They bring in fresh bodies. They wear defenses down. We expect that to be the same thing this year.
They do, but I tell you what, man, the highlighter to me, the top guy is Nate Frazier. And them keeping him this offseason, there was a lot of people that were trying to make him a very rich man. And I'm not saying he's not a rich man in Georgia, but, like, he is the superstar. He's got great feet. You saw him take next steps after his freshman year. And this guy really has dynamic quickness. He explodes through the hole, home run speed, doesn't mess around, is really proven to be a great back.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. On the one hand, literally, that was a fantastic catch, but on the other hand, didn't get enough.
Yeah, it kind of reminds me of an old basketball analogy, like $1 million move, $1 finish. Nice play, but it didn't get the first down.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Might be calling a hot route. Looking downfield, it's Stockton. He uncorks a bullet to the right. Intercepted. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Gonna run it. It's Mobley. Makes one man miss. Breaks into the open. Still on his feet. The 40. At the 20. Touchdown! Fighting Irish. Into the end zone with a breakaway score. No midseason concentration laps here in Week 7 as they push out that lead.
David, this guy's showing us everything he's got in his toolbox. Between the tackles, running outside, the elusiveness, the vision, the speed, the patience, and with that home run, now has over 200 yards rushing in this game.
And there's nothing more frustrating than a guy that just keeps coming and keeps coming. They keep feeding him, and he keeps breaking tackles. He keeps making big plays. This defense has had absolutely no answer for that stud.
Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Looking to throw on 1st down. Makes the catch. It's Frazier. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few. Georgia comes quickly to the line.
And I like a good check down as much as anybody. Survey the field. Don't make a mistake. Check it down to your running back. Let him do the rest. But there was 2 guys right next to him. So that was actually a little bit of a dangerous throw. But you could tell they were definitely locked in. And they were not going to let that running back catch that football and go anywhere after the catch.
And you got to put that one on the receiver. That's just a flat-out drop. That's a good throw by the quarterback. That's a catch that receiver needs to make.
After the 2nd down misfire, looking at a 3rd and 8. Might be changing the route. Wide receiver comes in motion. To the air. It's Stockton. Throws for the tight end. Makes the grab. Runs through a man, and he might have some space. So important to convert these 3rd downs, and they get it done. They'll have it at the 42.
There's got to be a sense of urgency for this offense right now. They're trailing. They're going to be kicking off to open the second half. So they need points. They need to go tempo. Maybe that last 1st down gets them a little bit of confidence.
Wants to keep it in the air. Throws to the tight end. Pulls it in. Oh, he's got some space. Touchdown, Bulldog. Haul that baby in and then stroll into the end zone for the score. Lining up to add another. And they make the extra point to draw closer. It's 28-17. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they close the deal with a 58-yard touchdown pass. He wisely lets that one bounce through the back of the end zone, and they'll take over at the 25. Take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. Motion from the back. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. Notre Dame will now use its second timeout. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half.
You got to love that if you're the head coach. Watching your defense and watching the big fella at D-tackle play with that kind of relentless pursuit to the football. One of the reasons it's hard to run against them is they've got everybody playing with effort. Did you see him fly to the football and make that play on the outside? That was awesome.
Carr throws to the wideout. Intercepted for the 11th time this season. Takes it the other way. He's at the 20.
And that's a play the defense absolutely had to have. They've given up some big plays in this first half, and they're down on the scoreboard right now. Something positive needed to happen. Maybe that's the interception that changes the momentum in this game. It's now up to their offense to try and score some points here before the first half ends.
Now on 1st and goal, let's see what Georgia will do. It's complete to the left. They get it down to the 7 on that pass play, in prime position for a score.
This is the area of the field defensively. It really doesn't matter what they've done to get here. You got to bow up, try to force the field goal. Nice job on 1st down and goal, getting them tackled to the ground.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Bulldogs!
So nice to have the run game, so nice to trust in it, so nice to cut this game to a one-possession game. Halftime now becomes a lot more bearable. Coaches ain't yelling and screaming. We got to get this fixed, but we got some positive mojo on our side.
And he made that extra point, the wet turf, no problem at all. And there will be no return on this one as the ball bounds into the end zone. This late in the half, here's the question: how aggressive will the play calling be? Throwing. Looking down the middle. Got him downfield. Turning it on. Past the 10. Into the house. Touchdown, Notre Dame.
And how big is that for this offense? Put a nice drive together, get the touchdown, add to this lead already. Everything right now, Palmer, going their way.
Yeah, that was as good a 2-minute type situation as you could have offensively. And David, they've got so many weapons on this offense. They practice these situations all the time, and they put it to work here at the end of the first half.
And the extra point is good. They're up 35-24. That kind of drive will boost your confidence. One play, hit the big pass, put a touchdown on the board. The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. Timeout on the field, and that's the second call by Georgia. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. has to adjust the pattern. Looking to throw, it's Stockton. Working that left side now. Final timeout taken by the Bulldogs. And they won't be able to stop the clock again for the remainder of this half.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
Looking downfield very late in the half. Fires to the wideout. With the catch, it's Humphries. Gets the ball up to the 50-yard line, and it'll be first down. He goes right back to the air. Good timing on the quick out. He'll be brought down, and that's the final play of the half. We've played 2 quarters here and reached halftime, and we will now check in with Kevin Connors in the studio.
Gents, the cream is rising to the top here 7 weeks in. Let's take a look at today's action. We start with Oregon taking on the number 7 team, the Miami Hurricanes. And it's the Ducks coming away with the victory in one of the highest scoring games we've seen all season.
He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. Out of bounds at the 27-yard line, and this offense needed a play like that. Here come the Irish back on offense. They opened this third quarter on top, and they built the lead on the strength of that running game.
And they made a huge statement, too, just proving to the other team that they're more physical, they're winning in the trenches. So here in the second half, David, just keep demoralizing this defense by pounding the football.
Yeah, and I'm not going to let that happen. I riled up my guys at halftime. We're going to put more people in the box, and we got to come out and meet the physical challenge of this offense.
Play action, C.J. Carr. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15.
Man, this offense has been bad. How about the first play? Nowhere to go, nowhere to run, tackle for a loss. Second play, you get your quarterback sacked. And the third play, now we're sitting in 3rd and long, right where this defense wants to get us.
Listen to this crowd just shaking the girders of this place, trying to help their defense. And you can give all the credit to the crowd for that one. Offense, no chance, and call for the false start. Third down is coming. Now a little bit farther to go after the penalty. Here's Carr to throw. Going to take a shot at this DB. Goes high to pull it in. Able to work it to the 39-yard line, and that'll be a first down.
And it's on third downs like this, if you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
Notre Dame ready to go with another first down. Running inside. It's Young. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
You got to have that defense you know you can go to in running situations. Your base defense where you say, okay, this is where I'm going to start, and I'm going to stop the run, stuff it up front. My guys play big up front. And then if I need to add some blitzes to it later on down the road, I can. But great job in the base defense making a play.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. He is going nowhere, and this defense is manhandling this running game on the last couple of snaps.
That's such a great physical play by the defense because this is one of the bigger, more physical running backs you'll see in the country, and we're used to seeing him push the pile the other direction. Not that time. It's the big guys up front on defense getting penetration, and they're sending him back for a tackle for loss.
The dogs are barking and growling and trying to hold him here on third down. Now here's Carr. Pressure coming. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion.
That is a good omen for this defense. They were getting lit up in the first half. They knew something had to change. So to set the tone like this early on their opening drive of the third quarter and get a stop on third, that should really help their confidence.
On his way back from the 20. And they'll get him down after the return at the 27-yard line. Here comes the Bulldog offense out to start the drive. Looking to throw at Stockton. Quickly to the tight end. Stopped at the 43 after the 15-yard pickup.
I tell you, this quarterback has just been in a great rhythm all game long. With that last completion, he's now over 300 yards passing.
Making a play like that to open the drive can really get the momentum going. First down from the 43. Pickup of 5 is now 2nd and 5.
And defensively, one of the most important things is stopping the run, being physical up front. That was too easy for this offense. You can't give up 5 and 6 yards a pop on the ground. Like, that is a recipe for disaster. They got to be more physical, get off the ball, get downhill faster.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. The offense changing the play. Looking to fire. Oh, they're after him. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They had been trying all game long different ways to affect him, weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy, and that's why the ball falls incomplete.
Shotgun snap, wants to throw it on third. Here's the pressure. And trying to put points on the board on third down. Now they're staring at fourth down.
Well, you knew you were going to see it in this game, throwing the go route to one of the fastest players in all of college football. This receiver strikes fear in the heart of every defense because he's got elite track speed. He's going to blow the combine up in the 40-yard dash.
Hold on a minute. The offense still out there going for it in their own territory. They'll send the back in motion. Timeout is called, and they got it just in the nick of time before the delay of game penalty. And that will leave them with just 2 timeouts to use the rest of the way. A famous writer once said, most men lead lives of quiet desperation. Here is a desperate move, going for it on fourth down, trailing by double figures. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Caught, and he's got room. He's got enough for the first down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going. And the Bulldogs will hustle to the line.
That tells you a lot about their confidence in this quarterback. Fourth down early in the game on your own end, and you go.
There he goes. Got some room headed to the goal line. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Georgia. Ready to try the point after. And it's up and good as they draw just a touch closer. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And he put an exclamation point on that drive with a 29-yard touchdown. That ball scoots through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Notre Dame comes onto the field ready to go to work. They still have the lead, but they need to respond to that last score. Got room at the 35. Wide open spaces. He's got the sidelines going nuts as he gets it down to the 18-yard line.
And right there you see the key to this football team's success. Not just offensively, they rip off explosive plays. That's why they've been winning games here as of late. They can get chunks at a time. They've got playmakers all over the field.
They say it's still a game of field possession, and that last one just flipped this baby. They've got it 1st and 10 in the red zone. They'll run it in the red zone. It's ball is loose. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover.
You just wonder about this guy's confidence right now. After fumbling in his last game, he's just fumbled again now. He seems like he's a little bit unsure of himself, and because of that, if you're the offensive coordinator, how many more times do you want to go back to this guy in this game?
A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. Early movement on the offense will push them back a bit. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. So frustrating for an offense to just give away yards with false start penalties. Handoff, Frazier running left. Got enough for the first. He's up to 94 yards on the ground, and that's just another routine day for this guy who's been among the nation's leaders in rushing all season long. What perfect execution on that big run. Everything perfectly blocked, and this guy doesn't need a lot of room.
I love how this offensive line communicates and works up front. You see guys winning their one-on-one battles. There's double teams happening. Guys are getting into the second level and creating big lanes for this running back.
And I go back to him again, too, man. I mean, just the big play, the play before, and they say, why not? Try it again, get it to the running back, try to create some space. Better job by the defense being gap sound, coming downhill, not letting him break tackles and make a big play.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Making side adjustments here. Wants to throw. It's Stockton. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical and pass deep.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Makes the catch. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
Man, they've been scoring a lot of points. When you've got the skill and you've got the speed outside of wide receiver, that's why. And here we are in the second half, and nothing's changing. If they can't cover us, we're going to keep taking shots, and that's what you got to do. This quarterback right now, he's in a beautiful rhythm. He's seeing the field. The game looks slow to him right now, and he's executing at an incredibly high level. And these receivers...
Oh, a lot of space. He's give them the lead. His 17th touchdown of the season and third of this game. This defense not only searching for answers, they're still searching for that running back.
And searching for angles. My goodness, this dude, he runs so fast, he erases angles. People trying to catch him, they didn't realize how much burners he had. He kicked it in gear, and there was no getting him.
Number 91, set to kick this one.
That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Mobley. He'll be stopped after picking up 5, and boy, did he lower those pads and keep those feet moving. DB's right up on the receivers. Red pass, it's complete. And they make the tackle, not before he gets the first down. Now let's see if they rush to the line or let the time run out here in the third. Midway point in the season, in games like this one can have a big impact on the rankings from week to week as we see upsets happen and favorites continuing to flex muscle. They'll go back to work with a first down in the final period. Some early movement along the offensive line, and they'll walk it back. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. The Irish will open the fourth with a fresh set of downs. Here's C.J. Carr to throw. Unloads to the wideout. And that's not the way they drew it up. It's incomplete. After the misfire now on second down. Looking to throw, it's Carr. He's got it. And there might have been trouble if they hadn't gotten to him immediately.
Man, you put those slot receivers in there, and here's why you do it. You back them off the football a lot of times, but who's guarding them? A lot of times those are linebackers. Those are safeties. You get those good matchups where you can feature one of your speedsters, and a lot of times good things happen.
Third down as the crowd gets behind this defense. To the air again, Carr. Caught. Snags it and he's open. He'll be stopped, but not before he carries it down to the 9-yard line, and that's why you get the ball in the hands of your playmakers.
We always talk about yak, and that was third and very manageable. They were just throwing the ball to the sticks, just trying to pick up a simple first. But when you've got playmakers like that can do things after the catch, any play could be an explosive one, and you saw it right there. Tremendous job getting it to him early, and he does the rest.
And that big gainer on the last one has them ready to go from inside the 10. Lowers those pads. Touchdown, Fighting Irish. And with that, they move out front here in the fourth. The Irish punch back.
Man, this is wild. Late in the game, we're seeing two heavyweight fighters trading blows. The offense scores their last time out. This offense now scores a touchdown here late to get the lead, but there's time left on the clock. Can the defense step up here and make a stop to preserve this win?
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. They just gave up the lead on that last touchdown drive. Now to put something together to go back on top late. Dumps it off in the flats. Breaks into the open. Across midfield and out of bounds at the 49. A big pickup there.
That's why this guy is such a weapon in this offense, because you don't have to throw it far downfield. Just get the ball in his hands. He catches it close to the line of scrimmage, but look what he was able to do after the catch. He gets an explosive play for this offense.
Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run.
That's how you come up and make plays as a defense, man. Playing physical, playing downhill. They've given up some plays today, man. He's got over 100 yards on the day. He's really had some success. But on that play, really downhill, really physical, and a nice job getting him to the ground.
After losing a couple on that last play, here's 2nd and 12. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Dropping back, it's Stockton. Pocket breaking down. Bought a little time, lets it go. Pulls it in. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first.
And listen, I know that wasn't a huge gain. It was positive, but I like doing more of that in today's college football. I'm just going to try to give my playmakers a chance to do damage in space away from all.
There's a crease. They are on the move as they pick up the first down. They'll spot it at the 28.
Well, they came into this game today knowing that this guy was going to have to leave his mark in this one, toting the rock, and he's done that. He's come up with some big plays, and he continues to do that here late at a juncture where they've got to continue running it if they're going to win.
Georgia going back to work with another first down. Frazier again. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Motion from the wideout. Off play action. Right down the middle. He's got it. And a confident throw and catch, and they're in the red zone at the 13.
And, man, you love to see that from this offense. Coming out and answering, right? Like putting a drive together. Their defense just gave up a touchdown. But you want to snatch the momentum back. Nice job putting a little bit of a drive together. Now let's go cap this thing off with a touchdown.
Here's a give to Frazier. They get him down, but he was driving his way and gets it down to the 7-yard line. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Frazier again. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line. Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big third down in the red zone. Trying to pick it up on the ground. So close to that end zone. He can almost taste it, but it'll be 1st and goal for this offense.
And I'm not surprised with the run, and I'm not going to be surprised if they run it again, right? This offense now set up. They've put a drive together. 1st and goal. Who can be more physical? The line of scrimmage is critically important when the field starts to shrink. Let's see who can bow up and make a play here.
So now the opportunity with a touchdown to take the lead. Here's Nate Frazier. Got And they've moved out front here in the fourth. The Bulldogs answer right back with a score of their own.
This is an impressive run by this squad, man. Getting down big and everything looking bleak, but to be able to believe in themselves, to play one play at a time, dig their way back. Palmer, they've come all the way back against a good team, and now they got the lead.
It's really been impressive, David. I think that was the question coming into this game. People wanted to know, are they for real, or are they just a bunch of front runners? They got down early, but they never quit. Their playmakers have stepped up. They've done what is necessary, and they've executed at a high level, and all of a sudden, down multiple touchdowns, here they are making a statement with the lead.
It's caught. The two-point try is good, and now it's a three-point game. He'll start the return in. They've got him for a safety, and there's a fine line between being aggressive and reckless, and he just ran right across it when he ran back into his own end zone. Here's the return. Opening play of this drive comes from the 34. They'll start on the ground with Frazier.
Man, it's so nice to have a guy that you can depend on. Like, this offense is built around him for a reason. Just a good running back. You can see, gets north-south, doesn't dance, picks up positive yards, breaks tackles. He's just a really good player, and that's why this offense runs through him.
Now on second down, and we'll probably see another run, and that might do it if they can get a first down. Frazier again. He gets it out across the 45 and out of bounds at the 46.
Really nice job by the running back here in the fourth quarter, picking up that first down. They need him now. They've got the lead, but not by a lot. Late in the game, they need him to play his best football at a moment in the game when everything is on the line.
Handoff, Frazier running left. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10. The Fighting Irish called their first timeout. And they'll still have 2 timeouts left for the rest of this game. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Out of the gun here with Nate Frazier. Finding some room. And he was on his way, and they get him down at the 30.
This is a pretty easy situation for the offense right here, guys. We need one play. We need one run up front. O-line, we need you to come through for us and ice this game. They do a great job allowing that back to pick up the first.
Yeah, it's just physicality up front. The big boys creating some space because the defense knew what was going on. They have to get a stop here or this football game is over. A lot of guys near the line of scrimmage. They can't get it done, and it is over.
Handoff, Frazier running left. At the 20, he's got space.
What a big-time run for this offense. A physical run, getting down, almost scoring the touchdown.
Yeah, and considering how well they're running it right now, why wouldn't you just hand it off to this guy right here again?
So with the late lead, they're ready to just drain the clock in victory formation.